Hello everyone, welcome back. Savert is here, coming back with part Who Cares of What If Deku had his own omnitrix. Now, where we last left off, Izuku has been teleported into an alternate dimension, or an alt timeline, if I would say so of myself. As in the end, he meet up with Kirishima and everyone else. They just took him and start talking with him. Izuku really don't know what's happening. While that's happening in the other side of the city, O'Neill or Overlord just dragged himself inside an alleyway. And after that, he started talking with himself and punching himself into a crisp of blood. As Overlord right now standing in front of O'Neill, as he said, continue just telling him how dare him and why did he trust him in the first place and everything. And now we continue. Don't forget like, subscribe, and let's get right into it. As O'Neill smashed his other self into the wall and said, "You're an idiot. Because of you, I lost half of my organs and my human body. Because of you, I've been tortured. I've been put inside this nowhere fucking time loop. Because of you, I've been suffering for years. Do you know what it's like to die and be reborn again and die again and reborn again and again and again and again? Do you know how it feels? Oh, believe me, you will gonna know in the future." As he smashed his head back into the wall, O'Neill starts, spitting some blood out of his mouth as Overlord seeing his black blood and said, "Oh yeah, my old quirk. I kinda stopped using it since I first got my, energy core. It's more useful for fighting than just throwing blood everywhere. And also, I really don't have any blood in my veins anymore." As after that, O'Neill just splat some blood on, of course, Overlord's face. Overlord just, just to make the blood go out of his face and said, "Seriously? Do you think this will gonna work on me? I'm a fucking robot. These tricks don't work on me." As he smashed his head into the wall. And O'Neill said, "Oh, are you? Oh, are you?" As O'Neill said, "Oh, you really? You don't know who I am? Isn't it obvious, O'Neill? It's me, you. But I am you, everything that you never wanted to believe that you were gonna become. I am the worst thing that you ever could imagine that I will be. I am your dark side. I am the thing that you became in the future. So, tell me, how do you like yourself in the future? I mean, being half a robot is kinda bad, but at the same time it's cool. But it's all because of you. You're stupid idiot, asshole. Why did you do it? Why did you trust that stupid Deku? Because of him, I've been turned into this. Or you thought that you can save your friend from becoming the villain that he is. You thought that you can save him and help him from becoming a fucking devil. From turning from a kid that wants to be a hero into the symbol of death, right? From becoming the same thing that his father became. Trying to help him and trying to help your other friend, Glitch, to become something they can become something they... I don't even know how to talk anymore. It's just... You're an idiot, You're such a fucking idiot. But I think I need your help. I mean, in the last time, I couldn't defeat him because I was only one, but now I know all his tricks and all his moves. If I manage to defeat him now, maybe I can stop the circle before it even begins. Maybe finally I can get my freedom. And you will gonna help me with that, whether you like it or not. Now, let's just go back into the hideout and let me heal you. As of Overlord just taken O'Neill on his back and start going into the old hideout, a secret hideout that is, not known for Glitch and the other people. As we cut into Izuku. Izuku right now walking alone after finally done talking with Kirishima and everyone else. He just told them all whatever they want to hear because he doesn't really know what's happening. As he's thinking to himself saying, "Alright, those people, I think they don't really know me. Maybe this is some sort of an alternate dimension where I was their friends. Then So this is the world where I am actually got into A and got into class 1A and become friends with. Damn it. Well, if that's actually true, then my mom is must be. And after that, Izuku start knocking on the door of his mother. As Inko opened it up and said, "Oh, Izuku, hello, come in." As Izuku just come in, and after that, he just sit down and talking with his mother a little bit. In the end, they hear a knock on the door as Inko said, "Oh, Izuku, can you open it up?" As Izuku said, "All right, mom." And after that, Izuku go opening the door as he see in front of him Hisashi Midoriya, or the real Mr. Negative, as Izuku seeing Mr. Negative in front of him as he look at him and the guy said, "Hello, son," as Izuku said, what? Who are you?" As the guy is actually quite surprised as he said, "Hey, Midoriya, Izuku, don't you know who I am? I am your father, Sashi." As Izuku said, "Oh yeah, Dad, it's really nice to meet you." As Inko, hearing the voice of Hisashi, she said, "Hisashi, what are you?" As Hisashi just come inside and said, "Hello, Inko. It's finally nice to see you again." As he just sitting down with Izuku and Inko. As he said, "Well, Izuku, what's happening with you? How was your school?" As Izuku said, "It's good, I guess. What are you doing here?" "Well, I said that I'm just gonna come in and, just see my son in the sport festival after 2 weeks. I just want to see what you will gonna do." As Izuku said, "Oh, yeah, the sport festival. Alright, are you gonna be there to watch me?" "Of course, me and Inko, so what is your happening with you in the school?" As Izuku starts, just lying a little bit. In the end, Izuku said, "Alright, I think I'm just gonna go into my bed and sleep, alright?" As Hisashi said, "Alright, I'll have to talk with your mother a little bit." As Izuku go into his room while Hisashi and Inko are talking. In the end, Izuku immediately, without hesitation, open up the window and immediately transform into werewolf as he start jumping on the building saying, "I need to find where's my other self. If this must be somewhere, there must be another version of me, and if that's actually right, then I need to get out of this world." As Izuku in the end start jumping and start, just after, being inside the room of himself, he he actually transformed into a werewolf for a reason. Werewolf is basically a wolf, so he have a strong sense of smell. He starts smelling the room, and in the end he just jump out of the window and gone start searching for himself. As he jumping for a couple of minutes, and in the end he got himself inside the sewers. As he said, "Alright, this is the sewers, but why am I here? The hideout must be inside." As Izuku come inside and start looking left and right, in the end he find a wall in front of him. As he said, "There must be, they are behind this wall. I need to see what's behind of it." And after that, Izuku just putting his hand on the wall, and immediately the wall open up, revealing a big hideout. As once it's open up, he immediately being meted up with such a strong kick into his face, as he being thrown away into the the outside of the hideout into the wall of of course, the sewers. As he opened his eyes, he see in front of him none other than the Devil Footprints boy himself, Shinra. As Shinra said, "Whoa, hey guys, look what do I have here. Looks like we have a humanoid wolf. Are you a werewolf?" "Your quirkers must be sick, right?" As Izuku seeing in front of him this kid that his legs basically burning with a sadistic smile on his face. As he said, "Who are you?" "Oh, so, let me introduce myself. People, my friends and my enemy call me Shinra, but you can call me the Devil Footprints. Anyways, I always wondered what is the taste of the fucking wolf meat. I think today I'm finally gonna taste it." And after that, Shinra gone at Izuku. Izuku immediately opened his mouth and screamed on the top of his lungs, throwing such a strong sound wave into Shinra, throwing him back into the hideout. Izuku jumped inside the hideout as he see a weird looking people that wearing a weird masks. A black and white mask, they wearing like an Oni mask, which is they are basically the inner demons. As Izuku seeing everyone around After that, he hears a sound from someone wearing a mask saying, "Everyone, get ready." As after that, Izuku getting ready to fight. As before he managed to go on Shinra, someone else throwing a strong, hit on him, which is throwing him on the wall. And Izuku looking in front of him, he sees Soul. As Soul said, "Who are you? What are you doing in our hideout? There's no place for you in here." As after that, Izuku seeing this guy that having such a weird soul surrounding him, he said, who the fuck are you?" As before he managed to answer him, suddenly someone else going at Izuku, as he being hit by such a strong, big metal hand throwing him away. As he look in front of him, he see Tech. As Tech said, "Werewolf, huh? Interesting. So, how did you find our place? I made sure that there's no one will gonna track us behind. Sorry for this, Ben. I'm sure that the boss will gonna get angry." As Ben said, "Let us just get hold of this guy and let's just capture him before the boss come." And after that, Izuku said, "The boss? Who are you talking about? What kind of boss?" As after that, he hears a sound from behind saying, "Oh yeah, Izuku-kun will gonna come very soon, and when he come, I'm just gonna make sure that you will not gonna annoy him." As Izuku looking behind, he see a girl that looking like this. As Izuku seeing this girl going at him, going to throw her a slash with her claws. As she managed to slash actually Izuku being slashed on his Paramatrix, which is actually starts making the Paramatrix go a little bit crazy. As Izuku said, "Wait, Izuku, what do you mean by this?" As after that, Tori said, "Oh yeah, Izuku-kun will gonna be here any minute, so I don't want someone like you to annoy him, alright? So how about you just sit down like a little dog and let us capture you?" As after that, Izuku, his Paramatrix, because she starts, being slashed by Tori, he suddenly lose all of his energy and transform back into human. As after that, everyone, seeing Izuku in front of them, as, Shinra said, "What the?" As Ben said, "Boss?" And after that, Tori said, "Izuku-kun," as she just jumped at him and kissed him. As Izuku just pushing her away, blushing heavily, saying, "What the hell? Why are you doing this?" As Tori said, "What? When did you get a new ability? I thought that you were only able to use negative energy." As Izuku said, "Negative energy? What are you talking about?" As after that, they hear a sound from behind saying, as everyone turn around and they hear a sound saying, "What is the hell happening here? I just put you here and in the place of leading. I just told you to make sure that there is nothing goes wrong. Tonight we will gonna go and attack Hawk's agency, so I doesn't want anything to go out of plan." As after that, everyone looking behind, and Izuku seeing himself, but an amnesia looking version of himself, as he said, "What the hell?" As Izuku or Mr. Negative said, "Who are you? Is this some sort of a trick?" As Tori said, "There is two Izuku-kun? Am I dreaming right now?" As Shira said, "What the fuck? All right, Ben? What is happening here?" As Ben said, "Boss, who's this? If you are the boss, then who is this?" As Izuku said, "Yeah, who are you?" As the other one said, "Oh, well, let me introduce myself. My name is Mr. Negative, but I think both of us know who I am. I am Izuku. I am the real one. And you must be such a fake version of me, right? I'm sure that Twice from the League of Villains just take some information about me and he just make a clone, right? Let's see how you will gonna get let's see how you're gonna be able to stay stable after I crush you." As after that, Mr. Negative taking a gun out of his jacket and immediately shoot at Izuku. Izuku wasn't expecting this, so he being shot in his shoulder and start bleeding. As he said, "Ah, what the?" As the other one, he said, "Huh, you actually didn't disappear. Interesting. Then who are you? Who are you? You are so interesting." Ben, get hold of this kid. Let's see who is he. Alright? And prepare all the inner demons, because the plan is still the same. We will gonna attack of course, the agency of Hawks right now. And after that, Izuku was about to being, covered with chains because from Tech. Tech goes on Izuku to cover him with chains. Izuku, parametrics start to go crazy, and after that, he just press on the dial and immediately transform into Heat Blast. As after the black substance goes away, they only see a weird looking like a just like a volcano walking with a big coat on his back made out of flames. As Izuku looking on himself and said, "Wow, I didn't know even that I became like this. Is this some sort of an upgrade?" And after that, Tori seeing this, she said, "Oh, this Izuku-kun is really having even cooler power. I wonder if his taste buds is the same." And after that, Ben said, "Everyone after him," as Izuku getting ready to fight. But before anything happens, immediately from behind a strong beam of purple energy come inside, shooting at Izuku. And after that, Izuku being smashed into the ground. As he stand up and look behind, he said, "Why the hell everyone attacking me?" As he see in front of him Overlord, as he said, "Miss me, Midoriya?" Do you look like this? It's really interesting, isn't it? Being transported into another timeline, as Izuku said, "So this is actually a real timeline." As Mr. Negative hearing what O'Neill says, so he said, "So a timeline, you say? Interesting. So if this is actually a timeline, you, the other me," as Izuku looking on Mr. Negative, and Mr. Negative said, "How about we make a team, me and you? You seem quite powerful with whatever this power of yours is. How about me and you help each other? I'm sure having someone other like me will gonna be so useful for me to conquer the world and control it." As Izuku said, "I'm never gonna become a villain." As the other person said, "That's what I was scared of. You're another version of me that he's actually acting like a hero, right?" As Izuku said, "But aren't you supposed to be a hero? Aren't you supposed to go into UA?" As Izuku said, "Oh, so you actually met with my other friends, right? Let me tell you something. That's all just a lie. I'm just, enjoying myself in UA, and seeing the people there is just kind of funny." Every time that I look at them, I just imagine the look on their faces after they found out about my truth." As Izuku said, "You're such a sick being." And after that, Izuku immediately put his hand into the ground, start melting the ground. As before everyone start, burning down, Shinra start getting hold of, as much as possible from people. In the end, Izuku melting the ground, he got this chance and start, flying away. While O'Neill looking on his, on the Mr. Negative, and he's just smiling at him, and after that, he just turn around and fly out of their hideout. As Mr. Negative and every, the inner demons being left there, as Shinra said, "So, that's interesting, but what are we gonna do now?" As, Mr. Negative smiling said, "We will gonna stick to the plan. Let's go into the agency of Hawks. And after that, then we will be able to, to deal with my other self." Alright, as everyone agreed to that, and they going to attack, of course, the hideout, or, the agency of Hawks, while Izuku's just flying in the air, just wondering what the hell is happening here, and what should he do. And after that, Izuku said, "I really need to know what the hell is happening. I need to remember what's happened last time. Remember, Izuku, what's happened last time before you got into the portal? O'Neill was sucking in, being sucked in, and you too, and yes, that weird Galvin guy, Azimuth, he also being sucked inside the portal. I need to find him." As Izuku said into himself, "But how should I find him? Wait a minute. Azimuth has touched my parametrics when he was about to take it from me. So, if I transform into werewolf and start smelling it, I might actually recognize his smell and be able to find him. That's all gonna be interesting. Alright. But I think I need a hideout for now. I need to chill a little bit down in the forest. As Izuku just go down in the forest, and immediately he just de-transformed and said, well, whatever is happening now, I think it's will gonna be a hard time for me. I need to find Azimuth and to find a way to go back into my own timeline. And maybe I should stop myself, but this is really not my timeline. Why should I care about him? But I'm supposed to be a hero, right? No, I'm not a hero. I already failed to become a hero. I already hurted a lot of people. But maybe, just maybe, if I stopped myself in this world, I can at least feel a little bit good about myself. As Izuku just go inside the cave and start sleeping for the night. And this one gonna leave it off, guys. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment down below. Tell me what you think about this part. And what do you think will gonna happen in the next part? Well, I have nothing more to say than Savage was here.